Do we have a wild video today? This is unexpected when I woke up, but here we are right now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know where to start with this video. When I saw this, I was just talking to someone. I was like, although I'm shocked, I'm not completely shocked, because these kind of things, you get less shocked over the years once you hear about these kind of things. We are talking about one of the fresh faces on the U.S. women's national team has decided to like some things. So what are we talking about? I'm going to read this headline, then we're going to talk about it, then we might read some more from it, but I'll start here.
U.S. women's national team fans furious with Korbin Albert after reposting anti-LGBTQ content on TikTok. The Korbin Albert controversy kicked off Wednesday night when U.S. women's national team fans discovered her far-right political reposts and likes on social media.
So this is one of the early articles written about this situation. But pretty much there was somebody on Twitter found a series, I believe mostly TikTok reposts, but I believe a couple Instagram likes as well, that were homophobic, transphobic, and one even targeted Megan Rapinoe in particular. And someone on Twitter found these specific likes and reposts, and they were pretty bad. I don't know exactly what I'm going to show. A few of the TikToks and stuff, you kind of have to watch it to get the context, but they included some of the things that I actually don't think were quite as bad. She reposted, it was a TikTok about Zodiac signs being demonic, which that's actually one of the ones that was less offensive, I guess you could say.
My mom probably agree with that. No, I'm just kidding.
Then there was one about a woman saying cisgendered was offensive. So someone being called cisgendered was offensive. And I mean, that's kind of the idea of these tweets. One of the major ones was a video talking about how God was saving this individual from being transgendered and saving him from being gay. So very anti-LGBT completely. There's another one we're going to talk about in a second, but those were like the basis of these tweets and relikes. Okay, so I'm going to read a little bit more from this article, and then we're going to talk about it.
The reposts that got U.S. women's national team fans the most upset were on TikTok. It appears Albert's account reposted videos about people needing to be saved from being gay or transgender. A U.S. women's national team player that reposts videos about God saving people from being gay and feeling transgendered is just gross, insulting, and unacceptable. Not after the team and also have worked so hard to become a safe place for queer players and fans. I agree. U.S. women's national team have always been one of the loudest pro-LGBTQ plus voices in the sports sphere and have made a concerted effort for the team and fandom to be a safe space for the community. The fans vehemently reacted to Albert's social media activities. And here's some of the tweets that people were tweeting about the situation. Oh no, get that girl off the effing team. Absolutely not. Anyway, shout out to the team that helped me accept who I am. This is the legacy that will be known for no matter what one piece of S does. Dookie. No. I thought Korbin Albert was a midfielder. I didn't know she was a right winger. That's good actually.
So that's the basis of part of the story. She reposted these TikToks, like I said, mostly the TikToks about anti-gay, transphobic things. When she plays for a country and represents the United States, the U.S. women's national team, which champions diversity, champions LGBT, champions all those aspects.
She been hanging out with Jaylene Daniels?
Yeah.
Are they hanging out?
Because it's like the U.S. women's national team is forefront in that. If she don't want to be part of that, she plays in Europe. She plays for PSG, so she doesn't play in the NWSL. She actually, until she really got called up, we have talked about it. She really wasn't on the radar for a lot of people. If she didn't want to be part of that thing, she should have just said, "Hey, I don't like anything that has to do with that. Maybe I don't want to be part of the U.S. women's national team."
Yeah, you can always decline the offer. You don't have to take it.
Yeah, because not only her fellow players, but the fans, a large portion of the fan base of the women's national team are either LGBT or really strong allies. And it's their safe space, going to games, talking to other fans. It's such a safe space for LGBT. And, even if fans want to accept her apology. We'll get to that in a second. People don't forget this kind of thing either, you know. But it's just very upsetting that she felt comfortable enough on her public social medias very recently to be liking and retweeting these or reposting these.
That's wild. Completely wild to me.
But this is actually one of the most egregious things I think she liked. It's basically a meme. I guess it would be considered a meme of something that happened very recently.
So the meme, it's a picture of a plane, and it says, God taking time off performing miracles to make sure Megan Rapinoe sprains her ankle in her final ever game.
So basically, as we all remember, Megan Rapinoe tore her Achilles on her very last game ever. We were playing, you know, NWSL, U.S. Women's National Team. She tore her Achilles on the very last game. There was a meme that this person was happy that God specifically performed miracles to make sure Megan Rapinoe was hurt during that game, and it was a miracle that was such a great thing. And Korbin Albert liked this meme because apparently she was happy that Megan Rapinoe got injured severely injured on her very last game.
I'm shook. Who does that?
Not only that, guess what number Korbin Albert was assigned to?
15.
Megan Rapinoe's number 15. I mean, how disturbing. And, you know, because sometimes we hear about some people who have made tweets or they've made social media things that are a little bit iffy, but it was 5 years ago. It was 6 years ago. It was 10 years ago. You kind of say, well, you know, it was 10 years ago. It was 5 years ago. It's something. But this was literally 6 months ago she liked this.
This is too wild for me to wrap my head around it.
So it was upsetting. I personally was upset to hear this. You know, we always say, you know, she's young, she's 20. Hopefully she learns. That's always the thing you want to say. I'm going to read some things from some comments I saw. But
at this point, I don't think age has anything to do with it.
Well, it seems like her family is a very hardcore, I don't know if you call it religious, right-wing, MAGA. I don't know exactly, because they had a TikTok where it was kind of mocking pronouns, and they went around and they said, what's your pronoun? This was Korbin Albert's family TikTok or her TikTok. And they basically said, my pronoun is American, you know, so mocking the idea of pronouns. So that happened. And then Megan Rapinoe actually responded. And this is where I think it actually kind of gets interesting, because this story was getting traction. But until Megan Rapinoe responded, it did not have the kind of traction that it has now. So I'm going to read this. Sarah's going to read this, and we're going to talk about it a little bit longer.
All right. U.S. Women's National Team Korbin Albert apologizes for social media controversy after Megan Rapinoe's criticism. Recently retired U.S. Women's National Team midfielder Megan Rapinoe responded strongly on Wednesday to anti-LGBTQ content reposted on TikTok this past week by new U.S. Women's National Team midfielder Korbin Albert. Wake the F up, Rapinoe wrote in part in an Instagram story on her personal account, addressing the note to the people who want to hide behind my beliefs and saying that all you believe in is hate. Amen. When asked for a comment by The Athletic, Rapinoe said the post was in response to Albert's social media activity, but stressed that her focus is on the queer lives at stake, whether they be at risk through anti-trans commentary online or targeted legislation. She also wanted to share her specific concerns about how online discussions around trans people have real-world and often dangerous consequences. She signed off her note on Instagram: for all my trans homies enduring this horrific treatment day in and day out, I see you and I hear you and I am with you. Albert had previously posted on her TikTok account a sermon given in a Christian worship space talking about how being gay and feeling transgendered is wrong. Those reposts and others were resurfaced online earlier this week. Among the posts that Albert created on her TikTok profile was one from 2023's 4th of July weekend showing her family taking turns stating that their pronouns are USA, with Korbin participating in the video. The post no longer appears on her profile as of Thursday afternoon. Fans had previously surfaced one of Korbin's likes on Instagram via a screen cap with a post from a meme account that read, "God taking time off performing miracles to make sure Megan Rapinoe sprains her ankle in her final ever game." The screen cap shows Albert's Instagram handle, though as of March 28, the original post appears to have been deleted entirely. It is unclear when it was posted on Instagram. Albert currently wears the number 15 jersey for the United States, which was made available when Rapinoe retired from playing professionally last fall. U.S. Women's National Team players select their jersey numbers based on seniority.
So that was a lot we talked about. But what it kind of explains in this article, Korbin's activity was found out. Then Megan Rapinoe had a statement about it, because she was targeted in one of those posts. Then Korbin actually issued an apology. I don't know if I'm going to read the apology. Okay, I'll read a little bit of it. "I'm really disappointed in myself, and I am deeply sorry for the hurt that I have caused to my teammates, other players, fans, friends, and anyone who was offended," she wrote. "I truly believe that everyone should feel safe and respected everywhere and on all playing fields. I know my actions have not lived up to that, and for that I sincerely apologize. It is an honor and a privilege to play this sport on the world stage, and I promise to do better." So that's her apology. A lot of people are saying didn't sound sincere. A lot of people said it sounded like a PR apology. Then again, some people said she's 20 years old. She's gonna learn, adequate apology,
Why spew hate like that? Like Pinoe said, she made a beautiful point that people kill themselves over this, over stuff like this, bullying, hatred, and it's just like, dude, chill. Like,
yeah. And then Megan responded. I think we read part of it when you read, but she had a Instagram message talking about that. But Megan said, "For people who want to hide behind my beliefs, I would just ask one question. Are you making any type of space safer, more inclusive, more whole, any semblance of better, bringing the best out of anyone? Because if you aren't, all you believe in is hate. And kids are literally killing themselves because of this hate. Wake the F up. Yours truly, number 15. Then she says, "For all my trans homies enduring this horrific treatment, day in and day out, I see you, I hear you, and I'm with you." What she's saying also is, some people use, anti-LGBT rhetoric as my beliefs, my religion, and they'll say that's my religion. To say those things when you represent the U.S. Women's National Team, very disturbing. And also saying that when it talks about Megan Rapinoe getting hurt, that's part of Christianity or your beliefs, wanting someone to get hurt because they are gay or because they support trans rights. It's just very upsetting to know that that's seemingly what she believes. At the very end, she goes, "Wake the F up. Yours truly, number 15. Because she knew that Korbin Albert now is wearing number 15, but she's number 15.
She should have said, "Give it back. Somebody give her a new number."
And then a lot of the current and former U.S. Women's National Team soccer players have reposted what Pinoe said. Becky Sauerbrunn, Sam Mewis, Kling. I saw a bunch of players repost it. And then people just saying, I'm just going to read some that I saw, "Only apologizing because she got caught." And then someone says, "Sounds like someone who realized she doesn't want to lose her job." And then someone goes, "At the very least, she shouldn't wear number 15, which I think most will agree with, right? But then I saw a lot of people, I don't want to say defending her, but basically it's defending her. It's like, I just picked this one because it was the first one I saw.
Y'all so pressed. Like, heaven forbid someone has different beliefs. Korbin can repost or like whatever she wants. Y'all need to chill. Like, there's so many players, so many Christian, God-loving players in the NWSL and in the soccer league. I guess in general, because if you go to a lot of their profiles on Instagram, it says God first, whatever. But you don't see them doing that. Right. I mean, yeah, you can have whatever beliefs you want, but at the same time, these were like actual, like, that was a hurtful tweet.
Yeah.
Like, that was mean.
Yeah, because a lot of people are saying that she has her beliefs. It's okay for her to have her beliefs. And then some people, like this person right here, says, "No one is saying she can't have her beliefs. You just can't spread misinformation and hate and not to expect to face repercussions." And then things like celebrating. And then this is one I actually agree with. Celebrating another player's injury on top of apart from the rest is completely abhorrent. Yeah, her celebrating Pinoe's injury. To me, that was, even if she said she had beliefs about trans athletes or beliefs about gay athletes, to literally want to see one of your other teammates get hurt, or a former teammate or to get hurt, that is very sick to me.
I know she probably doesn't believe in karma or whatever. I'm not sure what the religious equivalent would be, but doesn't she know karma's like a thing? Like, if you say bad things, it's gonna come back and bite you in the bum, and I don't know. I'm just saying, don't wish players to get hurt, because then what's gonna happen? You're gonna get hurt yourself.
Yeah.
And I mean, God works in mysterious ways. Am I right?
I just think it's personally very disturbing that she's in a organization that is championed so much for LGBT plus rights, and
yeah, we don't want to go backwards, like forwards only. Okay.
Yeah. But I was telling someone this. I think this is going to keep her off the Olympics. I think if she had a chance, I really think that this could keep her off Olympics. Because the Olympics represent, I don't know, this representing your country in such a patriotic way, even though she thinks she is patriotic. But I don't know. I think this could keep her off the Olympics. And that was the other thing. I was thinking, Emma needs to forget about player-player relationships. She needs to worry about these kind of things. The player-player relationships, these are kind of things she needs to worry about. Now, I don't think she's going to get kicked out of the camp. She's there for she believes. I think she's there. But like you were saying, the locker room is going to be, for some of them, spicy.
What words are powerful, and so is reposting and retweeting and liking things, I mean, it seems like these were no accidents,
Right. She didn't accidentally click the like button or anything with her big thumb.
I know. That's the fear, that you're always going to accidentally like something, right? Or repost something.
Yeah, and I'm glad Pinoe responded, because I think it did get attention. And, I do think, that apology was pretty standard. Some people brought up, sometimes people double down on those kind of apologies, like, yeah, I believe what I believe. She didn't do that. She just says, I'm going to upset. But I don't think it was a great apology. She did have a game. She plays for PSG, and timing is actually very strange, because she had a Champions League game today with PSG. They won, and she actually scored a goal. And then people go, oh, her teammates in France don't look like they hate her and stuff. And actually, her mom actually liked that tweet that her teammates look like. So, there might be something going on. Some of them I don't even get. Some of them, it was like about Zodiac signs being evil, and one was about Satan. But the ones that are clear were clear about being anti-trans or anti-LGBT. Those were clear. The one about Megan Rapinoe was clear. She follows some would say racist accounts as well. So, just upsetting, And like Pinoe said, it's just upsetting to know that somebody representing the U.S. women's national team has these thoughts, publicly posts them, and there are so many supporters of the U.S. women's national team who are LGBT. Like Megan said, there's people out there every single day get harassment and prejudice. And the U.S. women's national team has always been like a safe place for fans in that regard. And so seeing Korbin, have the ideas she does, it's upsetting. Because my idea right now, I would never buy anything Korbin Albert. However, if you make a change in your life and you understand why your actions were wrong, I forgive,
But I don't forget.
Yeah. So what does everyone think? Yeah, just in 2024, still liking those things. That's the thing. Did she not think people were going to kind of catch on that she was liking some of these things? That's the part I don't get. Or even the Pinoe thing. You're going to be you were called to maybe unleg that when you realized you got to the national team. Not that would have been any better, but what was she thinking? Any of her teammates on either PSG or on U.S. women's national team who are LGBTQ or an ally, are they gonna be able to just go up to her and say, hey, how's it just like normal? You know what I mean? Obviously, when you're teammates, the whole idea is to win, but sometimes it goes beyond winning. It's about people,
It's got to be awkward.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone's different. We all have different beliefs. But for them to be like hurtful and hateful, it's like, that's not cool.
Yeah, and even like this one comment, then we'll go, but it says, she knew better and yet she still did what she did. It's a privilege and an honor to play for the U.S. women's national team. And so many women before her fought for our girls to be where they are now. The fact that she's wearing Rapinoe's number and did what she did is disgraceful. So an idea like that, what she said after so many people, including Megan Rapinoe, including so many for the U.S. women's national team, did what they did so she can have a paycheck now. It's because of them. Right. She can have a paycheck. She can, succeed, and then kind of trash on the same people. It's disturbing.
Truly.
Yeah. But what the U.S. women's national team women did to help all women in sports, they had their piece of what they did, and for her to trash on specifically Megan Rapinoe, it's just like, I don't know. I'm glad she spoke out because it did give the attention. What does everyone think? Questions, comments down below. There is other news we're going to talk about, but we just wanted to make this all about this because it was such a major story. And yeah, questions, comments down below. We'll be back soon. Talk to everyone later. Have a great night. Bye.